You had mentioned the random acts of kindness earlier, and you had a question with regard to that. But what are you doing to make sure your Kaizen efforts are now more truly linked to important metrics? And can you give us an example of that?
Oh, sure. Well, we still use Kaizen events as one of our means to improve things. So as a matter of fact, for a while when we went to a value stream configuration, Kaizen events actually sort of got a bad name, and that was a little bit unfair. It's actually quite powerful to get people in a room and set goals within a set amount of time for improvement activities. So we just want to make sure that those Kaizen events are the things that are going to help us with our value streams, and they're in the context of providing value to our customers within that project plan. So the key metrics that we look for are lead time reduction, inventory quality, and productivity and customer service. So those are the goals. And if there's something that someone wants to work on that isn't working towards those goals, we generally won't do it. We use that set of parameters to help decide what we're going to do. Does that answer your question?
It answers my question. I guess I'm a little curious as to what would be an example of an event that didn't address one of those.
Oh, let's see.
Sorry for putting you on the spot.
No, that's all right. I wasn't really involved with too many of those, but sometimes, people would work on things that, you can improve things, but they wouldn't really help. So what about, say, the paperwork associated with people coming into the nurse's office to get aspirin? Or when you set departmental goals, right, and you've only got so many resources, particularly IT resources, it's more a matter of priority than worrying about something not improving something, right? And just making sure you've got the resources focused on those things that lead value to our customers. So it's not bad to improve things. You just want to make sure that with your limited resources, you're improving the ones that help the customers the most.
And who makes the decision in terms of setting the priorities at the plant level?
At the plant level, in terms of which things you'll work on?
Right.
Well, that would be the general manager. We have a strategy deployment process that starts at the very top of our corporation, and it sets what we're going to work on, our goals for the next 3 to 5 years. And those flow through the operation to the groups and to the divisions. And at the divisional level, that's really the key point where the P&L, comes together and people actually run their businesses like entrepreneurs. And so they see what the company wants to achieve in terms of goals for those years, and then they'll pick the transformation events that support where the corporation wants to go, but improves their business. And so those priorities are really set through that strategy deployment process for the next fiscal year. They'll pick which value streams they want to transform that are key to improving their business. So for some, it might be their pricing process. For some, it might be their product development process. It just depends on where their strengths and weaknesses lie. And then they'll pick a value stream or two that's key and strategic in nature in manufacturing to decide to focus on for that year. So that's how we decide. And then all the Kaizen events lead into value streams that help us achieve the goals that I was talking about on our key metrics.
Thank you.
Does that help? Did that clarify?
That absolutely clarified.
Perfect.